We spent 2 nights over the course of a week in 2 different locations across the Wiltshire area. Our first lockdown was spent at the Bear Hotel in Chippenham.
Our second investigation was at the Black Swan in Devizes.
We were joined on our investigations by a mixture of skeptics and believers who are out to find the truth.
Here's what we found.
Going down into the Bear Hotel cellar.
The actual passageway has been bricked itself.
Okay.
But we did remove the bricks when we first came here.
Yeah.
And we had all sorts of things happening and going wrong, and so we put the bricks back.
You know what? If I was actually here and I felt something tap me on the shoulder, I think I'd be a bit freaked.
Floorboards are so old, you can actually hear people walking up and down.
Oh my goodness.
Floorboards at night time. There's nobody in it. The cellar door will open and shut on its own frequently, even if people are in there at the bar.
So Kyle, how are you feeling about filming tonight?
I am buzzing.
So here we go on our investigation. Lockdown has kind of begun.
We're actually locked in, which wasn't what we were expecting, so...
The lights have been completely dimmed down. Kyle's going into room 5, which is said to be the most haunted room on the premises.
While Kyle was in room 5, we went into room 4.
We use digital recorders to capture EVPs as they detect frequencies that cannot be heard by the human ear. Okay, but we're going to start. There's a lot of dust around here, just for reference. Okay, let's go. Who is in here with us? Is there anybody in here with us, or anyone that would like to speak with us? Okay, but
Listen closely, here's the audio enhanced.
Just for reference. We're about to go downstairs and do some live reviews of the EVPs we've just recorded.
An EVP, or electronic voice phenomena, a spirit voice is picked up by our digital recorders.
I'm here recording, reaching out to anyone who might be in here with me. Anybody who's in this room.
Okay, Kyle's setting up our static night camera, which is going to be focused on the bar stool that not even the locals really want to sit on. We also have a trigger object, just a coin in the centre of the bar stool to see if it moves.
Right, I'm going upstairs by myself now, whilst leaving my colleagues. Here you see Jess and... This is the room that apparently a woman has been seen in. Is there anybody here with me?
Kyle spent half an hour between the 2 bedrooms but found nothing.
A female has been spotted, or a female voice at least has been heard. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to see if I can connect to anyone in this room. Starting my EVP session now.
We're still in the bar area with minimal lights, but obviously we can't prevent the street lights, and obviously the machines and the bars stuff's turned on, but other than that we're in pitch black.
We reviewed our audio from our EVP session in the bar.
We captured what sounds like humming, unexplained voices and footsteps. Immediately after turning our cameras off to regroup, the bar area's TV turned itself on and off. Were you not recorded?
No.
Sake.
Is there anybody down here with us? We just saw that TV on the wall turn on. It flashed.
We stayed in the bar and conducted another short EVP session, but found no compelling evidence.
We then moved on to the coach room, where again we captured no compelling evidence.
To wrap up our investigation, we moved down to the cellar, where we did a final EVP session and took some still photographs. We took one particular photograph that seems to blur itself in the centre, but nowhere else. We cannot conclude this to be compelling evidence. However, it is a bit creepy. In order to make their presence known, sometimes spirits drain energies from batteries and other electrical devices. Although the owners had told us of a rich history in the bear, which would lead us to believe of many hauntings, we were still left with a taste for more when we headed home after wrapping up our investigation.
It's completely surreal to what actually you'd think from watching on TV. It is a completely different atmosphere.
Whoa, my battery's been drained.
What's that?
Here are some statistics we found online. We arrived at the Black Swan and went straight for the cellar.
Ready? Yeah. I've got Dick's phone on.
Okay. The staff told us of their experiences in the cellar and the history surrounding it.
Through this door, and where you're standing here was a lady rocking a baby in a blue dress. Is she friendly? Yes.
They also told us about the other spirits that inhabit the cellar.
The name of the man, right, that is supposed to be down here, his name is Ambrose. The woman that apparently appears here is a woman with a little baby. And Ambrose was meant to have found out, and he actually raped her, along with forced another boy, 17-year-old boy, to do the same, who felt so guilty he actually hung himself. When we go back upstairs, I'll show you a picture, okay, right? And I can guarantee that that person wasn't there, and that picture was shown to me 3 minutes after it was taken. Do you want to go upstairs? Do you want to see that picture?
Yeah. Yes, please.
There's no way that that person was in the room.
Well, that's really clear,
There is also orbs, I saw.
That's clear as day.
So is that who's that?
And that was shown to me about 3 minutes after the picture was
I
taken.
would have cried.
I would have probably too.
That's great. That's a good picture.
And as you can see, you can still see the wall and everything behind. As a digital camera, it's not going to overlap on a picture or anything, you know. So this is the room that they used to use as the court. Do you want the lights on?
For now, yeah.
So have them on and then we'll turn them off when we're ready?
You saw the person here, isn't it?
Yeah, there was because the tables were different, right? There was a man sitting on the table here.
Yes.
I was stood about here,
Right, Liam.
and the other woman was stood here taking the picture. One of the mediums have said that there is apparently like a portal around this area.
Good place to start.
I think we need to.
I really want to go in that cellar, but I don't want to get strangled.
I don't particularly want to go in that cellar.
I don't fancy it. I'm not going to lie. What about you, Ed?
Wherever you want to put me.
Should we stick?
Really?
Should we stick you in the cellar on your
Want
own?
to go down the cellar by yourself then? Exactly.
The best thing to do if you stay in a group, because obviously you're a small group, you should always start off with your opening prayer, right? Basically, right? It's to protect yourselves.
Right.
Okay. You don't have to be a Christian, Catholic, Protestant.
I feel no sympathy for you or you if something follows you home because you are the ones provoking it.
Go into the cellar.
Those two.
The two skeptics.
Those
The two
two,
skeptics.
no, the two that are fearless so
Wow.
far.
Right.
They take
Are we
the
going
camera.
with lights
you
off and
think
just
it would be better
torches?
if-
We've got the lights on at the moment. We're a little bit scared. We got a bit freaked out by the stories we heard about what goes on in the cellar.
We're mostly freaked out by the apparition someone once saw.
We started our investigation in two groups, myself and Jazz conducting an EVP session in the function room, where an apparition was caught on camera by the owners. Right, we're sat in this really nice bright spotlight if you want to come and talk to us.
Take the energy from the light to move something, do something.
Move that Jaffa cake, we put it there for a reason.
The peace offering. You're welcome to take the power from our light. Just please don't take the power from our camera.
They've told us that you're really nice up here. Do you like the company of other people when they're having functions up here?
Was it you with the baby downstairs? Was the baby yours?
We finished up our EVP session and went through our stills.
After reviewing some still photos we took, we identified a blue wisp that appears to move across 2 photo frames and then disappear.
We also noticed a black silhouette in the mirror reflection that appears only in 2 photos at separate times. We then decided to switch around locations, hoping that the female presence in the basement may provoke the spirits that are said to inhabit the area. We proceeded to conduct an EVP session. We were plunged into darkness with only the light of the digital recorders.
As myself, Jazz and Ed entered the basement, we began to feel increasingly uneasy.
We were asked to do an opening and closing prayer.
It's just protection for yourself.
As we wrapped up our investigation at the Black Swan, there was a certain sentence that we were told that really stuck with us on our journey home.
The dead won't harm you. It's always the living.
We interviewed our guests after our investigations.
I would class myself as a skeptic, but I would say that there is some belief in my mind about paranormal activities.
I wasn't really a believer because I had watched some sort of, like, you watch like documentaries, like Most Haunted and that, and they don't really paint a good picture.
My views on hauntings. Well, I don't really believe anything.
I can't say that I have.
Personally, no, but I know of people that have, like my stepmom's sister, for example.
I want to see something firsthand instead of something behind a camera.
In order to believe, I would need either visual evidence or at least a full-on sort of communication through use of digital sort of devices.
I have to have a fully blown conversation with one of them to believe them.
Not really, because I didn't really see anything.
I was a total skeptic until actually no, I didn't find anything.
A little bit. Like, there was still no sort of actual evidence to sort of say there were.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I think I'd like more evidence because I like things to be proven.
Probably, yeah. It'd be quite fun.
We had no compelling evidence, but we hope that what we did find helps you make your own decisions.